right. I think we live. Once again, somebody just asked me to look at Diggs. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for you. I'm gonna look at Diggs, man. Let's see where we at with it. All right. Not just Diggs. I'm gonna look at the whole secondary, but let me see where we at with it. All right. These are some of these plays are what Jalen was doing up front, but this is like what was happening on the back end. So I haven't even cut these up. So this is just I might go back a couple times on these because I'm looking at them live just like you. That'll be interesting. Uh, see how that go. All right, let me make sure this joint on mute too, so that YouTube is on mute. So yeah, there it is. It is. All right. Make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all in here too, man. I work for likes, man. Come on, man. It ain't that expensive. Stop being cheap, mother. Nah, I ain't gonna curse at you because YouTube don't like that. All right. Here we go. All right, on this first play. Now, near the bottom of the screen, let me move my okay. All right. I guess I'm stuck here. All right, near the bottom of the screen, you'll see here if you can see my cursor. When people start talking about like pattern matching, I know you hear it a lot. When you see bunch formations, is you're usually going to have to cover that with what they call pattern matching, meaning if let's say Lewis is the deep man, so anybody that releases deep, he takes them, right? He mans up on them when they go deep. If Brown is the outside guy, depending on what they call it, I don't know how they want to do it. But if Brown is outside, and anyone who releases outside is Browns. Anyone who releases inside would be Parker's, right? Now, this was smart on the Giants' part because they bended in on this one. And I'm looking at Parker on this particular play. Not I don't think Diggs is in on this play, but I'm looking at Parker because he was a new addition. I actually like Parker a little bit. He can move like a corner, but he will hit you like a safety. So I like him a little bit. I don't know how smart he is, so we had to see that. But on this play, he actually gets beat, and you can see he doesn't like it because he's inside man on this pattern match, right? So you'll see here at the bottom of the screen, whoever 18 is, he does it in and out. So this is Parker's thinking that one of these two guys is supposed to be him, right? Now he has to wait because he doesn't know if he's going to cross face or not, and then he has to pick him up, right? So he waits, he sits on it, and 18 is going to bend back out. That's giving him back to Lewis, right? Brown is going to take whoever this kid is here. I think it's Tate. Oh no, Tate's here. So Brown is going to take whoever. I think this is Darius Slayton. He's going to take Slayton up the field, and because Parker is so far inside on this play, Tate Tate steps in. He bends in to keep him there, right? And then he's going to break out to the outside, and Parker sees that. So let's watch. Boom. Let's watch what happens. Boom. He bends in and he's out. Parker saw that and then stepped in. I think the quarterback at Jones did a good job of moving him too. But he knows. You see how mad he is. He knows that was his man on that pattern match. Let's watch that one more time and watch how everybody picked up there. Man, they're communicating pre-snap a lot better though. You can see it. That's Jalen blitzing there. He doesn't get there quite on time, but you can see why that coverage broke down. It wasn't like somebody got cooked. It's just that bunch formation makes it so that you can't really press as often as you like. This was a 3rd and 13. I don't even know what this play is, so we just going off the top. But again, you see Park at the bottom of the screen. I think at the top of the screen is Diggs, but I can't really tell because he's in the sun up here. Um, let's watch what they do. We're gonna rewind afterward. All right, let's look at it again. It's an incomplete pass, I think. This 3rd and 13. I wanted to see what they did on 3rd downs too. So let's watch the bottom of the screen first. Let's look and see how Worley, because y'all be trying to push Worley off a bridge. So let's see how Worley covers here. I think that's where Jones wanted to go with this ball too. Yep, he is. He's staring that down. Right. They wanted to run a little a dig route or a comeback route, but Worley could have got called with a defensive holding here, but they didn't. I'm glad they didn't. They were letting them play. But Worley could have got called with a defensive holding here because at the top of this route, he clearly, boom, right there, he grabs him, right? But hey, it worked. So good, good coverage. Good coverage, Worley. Yeah, good job, man. Good job. You know what I'm saying? Good job, homie. Yeah, I don't know. All right. This wasn't really. This was a busted play. It wasn't nothing happening there. Jalen should have got a sack for that one. Let's see what we doing on this play. All right, you got Diggs at the bottom of the screen. Let's watch it. Boom. He's pressing. Yeah, a little grabby, but he's pressing. He's following this guy. Everybody. It was nothing. It was nothing doing on this play. It was nowhere to go with the ball. There was nowhere to go with the ball. Diggs pressed at the bottom of the screen. Worley at the top. That comeback, he covers it well. Let's watch that again. All right, let me see if I can do this while we live. All right, boom. Boom. So let's watch Worley first. Boom. All right. So now we're looking at Worley, top of the screen. Good press. Got in and out of his breaks correctly. Like these plays right here, right? You would look at Jalen when we on broadcast and you'll say, get Worley, get Worley the hell out of here. If you don't see a player, it's not because they're not making plays, especially in the secondary. They doing their job. Yeah, Worley's doing his job. And you see Jalen throwing up the number 4 there on that play for Dak. All right, let's look at another play. Let's see where we at with it. All right. You'll see where we're at. I could tell where we're in. This is like Robert, or no, it's not Robert because he's playing man down there. They're blitzing. All right. So this is like it's like a cover one with a safety blitz, and that's Thompson blitzing. Thompson, for all the hell we give him, he was in the backfield quite a bit. I want to see him finishing some of these plays, but Thompson was back there, and there was a lot of chaos back there. You see, so Woods is manning up on the tight end here. I think that's Ingram. This is Lewis manning up in the slot against Tate. Diggs has inside leverage. You see how he stepped. He's kind of he knows he doesn't have inside help because Wilson is on the opposite hash helping out Worley. So he knows he doesn't have inside help. And if the quarterback's reading this, he kind of knows that they must be coming because uh, uh, Woods is down here in the not in the box, but in that robber zone, like 15 yards off the ball or 10 yards off the ball. Not even 10. He's really like almost 10 yards off the ball, about 10 yards off the ball. But he can see that there's no help inside, right? So that's why Diggs is cheating inside. Let's just watch what Diggs does first, and then we'll go back and look at what everybody does. I'm making this up on the fly because I've never done these live before like this, not the coverages anyway. So I want to isolate the way I do in a breakdown. I will isolate just that guy, so you're not paying attention to anything else and not distracting, right? All right, so let's watch Diggs first. Smooth. He wasn't even threatened by that. Like he don't even care about whoever that is running that route. He ain't worried about him at all. He never. He look how patient he is in his pedal. Like there's no fear or anxiety in that. You know what I mean? He just on it. He on it. While we at it, we might as well watch Lewis as well in the slot because we over here. So let's watch how Lewis covers on this particular play. I think he's on Tate. Let's see Lewis. Right there, that's where Lewis gets in trouble, right? When the play breaks down, he will grab you because he's a man guy. He's even though he can play the ball, he's not a guy that's putting his head in the back. He's not like Diggs. Diggs is always looking at the quarterback, so he's a zone first type of mentality. Like he's looking at the quarterback. He thinks like I want the ball. Lewis looks at the man, so that's why he's always in trouble because when he takes his eye off the man, he grabs the man. That's what he does. Or when he feels uncomfortable, he wants to secure the man because he doesn't know, where the play is going. So I don't think we need to look at Worley on this play, but I'll do it anyway, man. Let's look at it. All right, I think I don't remember the route actually. Let's look at it again though. Worley's outside leverage. See, this is like these are keys that we can't see in the game, right? Worley is outside leverage, so that tells you automatically either they're pushing something in here because they think that he's going to run short. They're pushing him inside because they want that slant so he can get blown up on this play, or there's inside help with the safety, right? Which most likely is always inside help with the safety, or they were just playing zone across the board and he's trying to filter him or funnel him inside, right? So he took a little outside step, like he's shading the outside shoulder right now, right? Let's watch how he opens up outside, exactly. So he tries to break that or bend into his leverage, but he couldn't. He tried to cross his face here, and Worley's a strong dude, so you're not going to run through him, and that's not pass interference because he had leverage, so he's there. He was already there. You can't just run through him. So that was good coverage by Worley again. He took outside leverage, and they were breaking outside. Let's see what Wilson was on this play, and Wilson was inside him just like we thought, right? So that's what it was. There was the only place you could possibly go with that ball was to Ingram on Woods on that drag route. Woods down at the bottom of the screen here. Let's see what Woods does. How the coverage is. He's on him, but you could have got that ball in there. And he would have just had to make a quick tackle on that play. But Jones has so much chaos in his face from these dudes just coming down there like bats out of hell. Let's look at it. He had so much chaos in his face, he could never really settle. He couldn't settle in on who to throw the ball to because it was just people bodies flying everywhere. He was waiting for, You can see he was waiting for one of these two routes. So he was waiting for Ingram and or Slayton to break open, but he couldn't wait any longer. He had to get the hell out of there. He had to get the hell out of there. He was on him. Yeah, they was on that. Let's see what this play is. Again, we live, so I'm figuring it out. How y'all figuring it out? All right. Let's see what we playing. All right. Here we go with another pattern match. Or maybe they already know who they covering. Let's see how they play it. Okay, that's Worley. Yep. That was just a natural screen. It wasn't like it wasn't a special route or anything. It was just a natural moving screen. He used Worley and that outside release hook that they ran underneath that to kind of screen Diggs on that play. So that's where the separation came from on that particular play. Let's see where we are. Pass rush wise. Look at these formations too. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all not paying attention. You got Dorrance Armstrong. You got Alden Smith inside him. You got Dontari in the middle. You had Tristan. Shout out to Tristan. You know, he was playing great this year because of the fact that we have other guys in there. They were trying to pick on the young man, and he held strong, man. He held strong. I'm sorry he got hurt the way he got hurt. And he was making a play when he did that. But that's 5 linemen up front. Like they were determined not to get run on this game. And they did this a couple times. They had one play in particular where there were six linemen out there, 6 of them. I'm not even playing 6. I'm like, that's crazy. What they wasn't playing. Alden dismantled his man real quick, but like I said, they ran that natural screen, so they got off that. Let's see where we at. Boom. This is what I like about Diggs right here. Let's watch this. All right. Now again, we live, but this is how I break things down. I see something I like, and I say, okay, let's look at that. So here we go. All right. He flashed on the screen just now, and I'll tell you why. His assignment is that whoever's breaking out the outside release underneath is his, or he's playing zone. I'm not sure if he's playing zone or man. I think he's playing man because of the way everybody else is moving. Let's see. Are they zone or man? They zone. Well, they may be manning up on one side, zoning on the other. Let me see. No, they might be in zone. I can't really tell because Diggs is not really. Diggs is following his man. That's Woods or who's that underneath him? There's Lewis. Okay, got it. Lewis is actually manning up on the tight end. I thought Lewis was manning up on this guy because he's so close to him. He's manning up on the tight end. That's who he's watching. That's why Diggs stays low. So they are man. So Diggs is covering Tate. Lewis is waiting for this tight end screen to play out. So he's underneath Tate, but he's not covering Tate. I thought he was playing zone because he was underneath that. And right behind that route, you see number 18 trying to get into this soft spot, right? Diggs sees that. He knows it, even though he's not watching that. Watch this. He covers his man. Then he look at it. He just kind of floats back, boom. That's where interceptions come from. Even though he doesn't get it here, this is where it comes from. This is what he did on film in college as well. Like he'll get underneath your route and help out guys that's not even his responsibility. Now this is you can call it hero ball, but I don't think so. It's like I don't look at it that way with the way Diggs plays. Like he truly can shut down when he gets this down. He can shut down his side of the field because of the way he patrols things. Like he be out here, man. Even X Woods is out here getting bodies, man. Look at him. He hyped now. I must have bussy balled him to death. Look at him. Look at him talking shit. Talking shit. Catching bodies. Well, catch bodies, bro. And then you could talk shit. All right. Let's watch what they were doing up front on this play. They got Jalen out of there. And this was a natural bootleg or natural. They were rolling outside on purpose, but that's what it looked like on the tail end. That's what it looked like on the tail end. All right, again, let's see what we're doing here. Boom. I think this is a running play. It is a running play. I got so many plays in here teed up, man. Sorry about that. Let's go. I don't even know what this coverage is. It's cover 2 on the back end. On the front end, shit, that's zone on the front end too. It's a weird cover too. Yeah, it's covered too, but they just ran it. It's just exotic looking because all right, where I'm at with it. Where's that play? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay. Woods is playing flat zone. So like usually we cover two, you see two safeties high. Woods is playing low, and Diggs is like kind of playing like that deep man or deep safety, along with Wilson. And then on the front end, or on the back end of the play, I'm sorry, is Worley playing that cover two zone in the flats. And then Bernard, they actually let Bernard play, and he was communicating a lot more than even Jalen in this game. He was doing a lot of talking. I'm like, this dude must have studied the playbook 3-4 times. He's a smart dude, man. I can tell he's smart by the way, and he's confident in what he's doing because of the way he was communicating in this game. It stood out. It stood out. He was doing a lot of talking, and not shit talking. Just talking. But you see there, they're running cover two right now. They just did it in an exotic way, but this is cover two on the back end. Bernard has to patrol the middle of the field deep to stop those deep in breaking routes. He does a good job on that one. I think the pressure kind of got to him on this one. No, it wasn't really the coverage. It was just the fact that he didn't know. You couldn't quite tell what they were doing. They looked like they're in like a cover one, or they looked like they're in cover three, but they were running. They ran cover two on this play. They just did it. They disguised it pretty well, which was good. I like seeing that for a change because we wasn't seeing that last year. We didn't get none of this last year. Last year it was like this is cover three last year, or our blitz. That was it. There was our cover one. You know, he would have been manning up. Diggs would have been manning up, maybe, or he would have been just deep zone like he did on this particular play, and Woods would have been somewhere in the middle of the field. That's how Rashard wanted to play. He didn't disguise anything, man. Everything was that. You know, it was cover three no matter what. Let me see what else we looking at. Yeah. I got a couple plays that we could look at, but I haven't chopped up everything yet because I just got to it. Excuse me, folks. These plays are nothing. I don't want to watch these. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna find a few more, and then we'll go into. Then I'll go and chop some up, and I'll come back on. I just want to see what guys are doing. These aren't like routes that he really had to cover on, so I don't want to. I don't really want to look at the short routes or the running plays, and I haven't filtered out all the runs, so excuse me. Okay. Oh, I like this. This is actually the touchdown that we ran. Now, this play we ran last week, we did it with Worley and D Law. I got to give him his credit again. He fucked it up last week because he broke inside last week, right? And when he broke inside, that freed up the tackle to come and block Worley, who was blitzing off the edge, but they were running on that play and they just ran on us when we did this corner blitz. When we get on those short hashes, watch those corner blitzes and safety blitzes because Nolan likes to do that short side. That's what he does because you're running speed on the short side of the field. So it has a better chance of getting there. That's why he does it. It's less ground to cover and it's a little more sudden. So what's happening here is an exchange where Parker is actually picking up Slayton. These guys are playing inside out on I think that's Tate up there. I don't know who that is, man. Don't mess me up with names. I don't know who these guys are. They look like dots to me, man. But let's watch what they do. And Brown is blitzing. Okay. Boom. See how Law widens out this time? That's what he was supposed to do last week. But he crashed the B gap like he always likes to do, and that messed that play up. This time he widens out and he makes the play because he widens out on that play. I'm not sure if they called it exactly the same way. Maybe he has an option, or maybe he called it right last time. I don't know what the call is. We never do. But I just know why that play didn't work last week. It would have worked had he widened out last week. He would have broken up that run. This week, he gets a touchdown for us. So let's watch what they're doing on the back end, though. Okay, let's watch Parker's exchange here at the bottom of the screen. You know, not much going on, but good coverage. And then at the top of the screen, you'll see that's Diggs that's Worley and Woods just sandwiching 18. They sandwiched 18 at the top of the screen. So they was playing bracket coverage on him. And then there were no other routes. Like they knew that blitz was coming. I guess they kept guys in there to block. It didn't look like a play action at all, but I mean, not much of one anyway. It wasn't a good play action. Let's see. There's there was a play fake, but it wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one. It was a quick little play action. So they were trying to catch us biting a little bit, I guess. And they thought that would give him some time. It looks like they were looking for 18 streaking inside. So they were hoping to, from the looks of things, it looks like he's in robber. He don't look like he's playing deep. This is disguised again. It looks like Woods is playing that robber technique where he would stay in this particular zone, like patrolling the middle of the field, right? So he's not going to follow anything deep. And if you look at the way they ran him in motion, they were trying to widen out Worley and then break back inside Worley. So they wanted to break back inside here. That's what he was looking for. That's why he was looking this way. He didn't even break his eyes to the short side of the field at all. And he didn't have time to. But look, boom. See, he's already on that. There's no other route here. So he's not looking for anything here. He's trying to hold or move Woods inside, but Woods doesn't even give a shit. Woods is like, I know where I'm at. He's bracket coverage here. He knows where he know what he's supposed to be doing. That's why he never even sees. There was no other route. Yeah, that's why he never even sees Law coming, because he's staring down front side, because he was hoping that they can get inside of Worley here, which they do. But Worley knows that he has inside help. So that was just, perfect play call, or good play call for the situation. And it paid off. It paid off because of that. It paid off because of, let's see what we got here. All right, boom. Oh, this is my boy Joe, man. Listen, hey, disrespect Joe again, man. We gonna fight. Anybody say something about, I keep having to defend this dude. I don't know why people keep saying, well, when LVE gets back, we'll get help with coverage. This dude do this every week. Now, if he start intercepting them, I don't gotta speak up for him. But every week, this dude do this, man. Every week, Joe get an almost pick six interception, or almost spectacular ass interception. Every week. Let's watch what everybody else is doing, though. Okay. All right. There's a slant at the top of the screen. Slant exchange, nothing really going on there. Worley and Xavier Woods at the top of the screen. And then at the bottom of the screen, you got Brown. He doesn't really get a chance to even cover anything, because he broke on, this is all with Joe. Let me just zoom in on Joe, because they broke on this route so fast, it wasn't even time for anybody else to get into their route. They threw the ball. They got the ball out really quick. So really nothing else to look at. All right, Joe has inside leverage. He steps on it, boom, and he just explodes right into it. And that's Evan Ingram. He's covering. I mean, Evan Ingram runs a 4.4445. He's a 4.4445 guy, and Joe right there with him, man. Joe 4.7 dude. But you can say what you want about Joe. Joe has good instincts. He can hit. He can do everything pretty good. Pretty good. I like what I'm seeing out of Joe, man. I love what I'm seeing out of Joe. So no disrespect. Don't disrespect my man. Don't disrespect Joe. Don't disrespect. For all y'all in the comments that keep talking shit about Joe, man, stop that. Stop that. We ain't gonna have that. This is I paid attention to this play because of Parker. Not like he covered anybody great. It was just a hit. It was the way he hit. This wasn't a route either. These guys at the bottom of the screen, you can tell, like, they knew that this was designed to go here. Okay, because watch how Tate runs this route. Tate doesn't even run a route. He just stands there. See that? Both of them, they ran the laziest. Let's watch the bottom of the screen. They ran the laziest routes ever. So this is like, before the play even starts, they know where this ball is going. Watch this. Before this play starts, they know, like, hey, he got one route on this particular play, and that's front side. That was it. They didn't even try to run a route. It was designed to get everybody overcommitting in the middle of the field, and they wanted to hit that slant. And then they weren't running routes because they didn't want to carry their man deep. If they carry their man deep in this slant, and he catches this slant, these guys will have pursuit angles on them, and they'll tag them, right? So they wanted front side to commit, and as they were trying to get a screen out too, but front side to commit. So it was either a slant screen option, right? It was a slant or a screen, but they held the running back, I think, on this play. I think they hit the running back on this play. Let me see what happened with the running back. Oh no, it was just play action. So they were just play action. It wasn't even a screen, but they were trying to get everybody to bite in the middle of the field, which they do. Jalen bites a little bit and opens up. But if they could have caught Woods, sleeping, and they got that slant inside, that's what they were looking for. So let's get up there though. Let's get up there and watch what happens front side. All right. So let's watch it. Boom. Worley reaches on this. He had the leverage. Worley is inside, right? He jumps outside. I don't know why. You got inside leverage. Keep it there. But he jumps outside. Boom. and then he breaks down like that release broke his leverage immediately. Boom. Yep. Broke his leverage. But you see what I'm saying? Had Parker and Jalen overcommitted, this was over. Even with Woods there, he would have cooked Woods. He would have cooked Woods on that play because Woods was all the way outside the hash. See that? Boom, boom. Right there. Right there. That's the slant. So if they'd have caught that slant and these guys would have overcommitted, it's a wrap because that's what they were looking for. That's why they didn't run any routes at the bottom of the screen. It was just a one-man route, a one-man scheme call. They called just one-man route. That's it. Boom. Jalen gets back into it, and Parker comes and dislodges this dude's head. Like he went helmet to helmet on this play, but he didn't do it on purpose. I'm gonna show you what's happening up front with Jalen and Parker. Jalen's gonna step in, but he doesn't. In this game, he did a good job of not letting himself get blocked. I think Joe's blitzing on this play, which he did. Boom. Parker, man. I want to see that one more time. Parker can hit, man. I like Parker. I like him. He'll pop you in your mouth quickly. Watch this. Smack right there. I like that. I don't know. I'm crazy, man. I like seeing shit like that. All right. Let's see what they doing on this play. All right. Bottom of the screen, they manning up. Top of the screen, manning up. And you got Parker again, manning up. So the safeties, Parker's a man, and then Woods is helping in the middle of the field. So everybody else is singled up, except for, everybody's singled up except for Parker. All right, and they did a good job. That's why I think it was a sack on this play, or it was an incomplete pass. Should have been a sack. A lot of chaos again. Look at the backfield, man. There's a lot of chaos in the backfield, and this is on 3rd and 4. All right, so third downs were key, and we did a good job on third downs this game. I got to look at the stats, but I was watching how we were blitzing on third downs, and we were coming in most cases. All right, so who we paying attention to first? All right, let's look. Jalen back there. Boom. All right, so let's look at Worley first. All right, I'm going to top of the screen. Oh, shit, excuse me. Here we go. All right, Worley, let's see what you did. He only covering Deion Lewis. He covered the shit out of him. You got Darius Slayton in the slot on Thompson. This is probably where they wanted to go with this ball. Let's see what happens, though. He had inside leverage with Woods playing over top. He takes outside at the very end. He does a good job on that arrow route, too. That's Thompson doing that. That's not that bad, man. I ain't really paying attention to Worley because he's covering the running back. So, of course, he cone drilled the shit out of him. Like, he's like, all right, I'm going to just run you out of bounds, boy. But that's because they were trying to create space for this Evan Ingram route across the middle. Or is that Tate? I think it might be Tate. No, it's Ingram coming across the middle. And that's him and Parker. So let's look at him and Parker across the middle. They were trying to, the reason Lewis just runs out of bounds here is because they want to open up space there in the middle of the field. All right, so let's see. Let's see, Parker. Boom. Parker sits on that, waits for it, and just carries it across the screen. Across the field. Good coverage. Good coverage. I think bad route, too, by Ingram, but good coverage and great pressure, even better pressure. But like you see these guys all communicating, man. I like what they're doing, man. I like what they're doing now. The bottom of the screen wasn't really anything going on, so wasn't nothing to pay attention to. A little dig route. This pass was actually incomplete. Let's see what he's doing up front. There's not much going on here either. Yeah, I don't even know what they were in on that play. Everybody was like kind of playing off, so you can't really tell. Nobody really got to get into a route, so no one really committed or made any or got out of their pedal or anything. I think this play in particular, Lewis gets beat on this one, I think. No, that's Diggs. Diggs gets caught with a double move, but it was incomplete. Let's watch it. Diggs. All right, let's go. Everybody gets caught with double moves, man. Everybody. Boom. He played all right. It was kind of slow out of the break, getting out of that. Like his acceleration may be an issue. His top end speed is good, but maybe his acceleration. I don't know what his acceleration is. Was as far as his cone drills and short area drills, but You see he has a little trouble getting out of back up to his top speed after that break. But ball was thrown out of bounds, so he really didn't have any trouble on that one, even though they were going for it. And I think they hit this against Lewis later on in the game. They hit the same play. They ran it, and they had enough space to throw the ball, so they tried it again because they're trying to beat that safety because Woods is actually inside this all the way, all the way. So he had help, but Jones has to put this ball outside because if he puts it anywhere inside or upfield, Woods is there to blow it up or intercept that. So it's good coverage on that play. Yeah, good coverage on that play. Let's see what we got going on. Boom. Yeah, boom. Yeah, if he would have had to make a spectacular catch on it, but that's what they were trying to do to us. Let's see what we got going on. Good coverage there. Whoa. Okay. No, we picked that up, but late he got underneath that, and then Woods picks that up. So you see, sometimes you'll see opportunities that don't get taken advantage of. I just, this is not a real major play, but I was looking at first. Let's look at Diggs at the top of the screen. All right. So Diggs is covering number 18. He's just on a comeback route. Diggs is gonna sit on that. He's very confident though. His coverage he's confident in his coverage. And what I mean by that, he doesn't come out of his pedal and open his hips real quick. Like he patient. He'll wait for you because he sits on everything. He's sitting on that, sitting on that, sitting on that. Boom. And then he right there that's why he doesn't get beat real easy on comeback routes because he doesn't get upfield and get excited and let you, get him into his break or get him into his turn his hips, or open his hips up. He doesn't open his hips up quick or get out of his pedal. All right, but watch Evan Ingram coming across the field. Not coming across the field. Thompson is coming across the field from here. He's going to slide over to try to get under Ingram. If he does this, he doesn't get there fast enough. It's just that's not the first option on this play. See right here, boom. Ingram is kind of open right there. Woods can't get over top of that. Not this fast. If that ball is out now, that's a play. Right? Ingram is right here wide open. But if it was quick, it was designed for him to be like what I call a heat seeker, meaning if it was a hot route coming quick, he was supposed to slide underneath Ingram, but Ingram's going up the seam, right? And that's Woods is going to meet him at the top, but it just so happens that they don't look for him there. See, or he doesn't have time to get it there. But that was open. That was open. It's just they didn't get it there. Thompson, man, he was hitting this game too. Watch Thompson. Watch Thompson blow this shit up. I like seeing that. Y'all know that. I'm gonna watch that one more time. Watch it up close. Let's watch what was happening in the backfield. Let's see who was doing what. All right. All right, let's watch what was happening up here. Look at these formations, man. Look at I don't even know what this is. You got I don't know what technique this is. You got Alden Smith and Crawford right next to each other. You got D Law standing up, and then you got Everson Griffin somewhere way out there. Let me see if I can find Griffin on the screen. See if I can get it. I can't because yes, I can. Boom, there we go. And let's pull it back in. Yep, there we go. All right. See that there? I like it though. What down was it? Was it third down? This 3rd and 8. The 3rd downs, we get a little exotic out here, man. And it's been working for us. Let's see what happens here. You don't got time to really look through a lot of options. And if it's 3rd and long, you ain't gonna have time to step up. These are the situations we got to put our team in order to win games, man. Force the ball out short so that we can. But they got to tackle better. They actually got a 1st down on this play. Got to tackle better than that. Both of y'all. That's I think Lewis and Diggs on that play. I think they were just trying to pop him. They got to put a body on that man. Let's watch Everson Griffin on the outside. He's going hand fight his way to the outside shoulder of 78. Let's see. Boom. Get them hands down. And let's see what D Law and them is doing on this side. All right. Law and Crawford. When you see this angle out of Law and Crawford, especially the way these guys are all close to each other, you kind of know a stunt is coming. You just don't know who's doing the stunting. It's either Alden going outside, Alden might be slashing in, Jalen might be slashing in, Alden going out. You don't know where these guys are stunting to, but when you see these types of alignments, they're usually not manning up, just single up. They're usually stunting in some way, shape, or form, especially D-Law. And I think this game, D-Law played a lot better because although they kept the rest of the defense the same, they allowed him and Crawford on a couple plays to work together. Because when you look at film last year, you can see Crawford is always the sacrificial lamb on these stunts. It used to be Malik Collins and Crawford. If you saw Malik Collins or Crawford widen out away from D-Law, it was because they were supposed to take out somebody or shade somebody so D-Law could crash inside. And that's what you're going to see here. Watch this. Crawford, boom. See Crawford just barreling through there. D-Law just bouncing right off it, cutting right off of his hip. So that's how you know he was supposed to. It wasn't like an adjustment. He was waiting for Crawford to engage 75. And once he engages 75, look, boom. As soon as he engages, boom, he cuts right across that. See? That was a stunt. Good play. Good play. There we go. Good play. But they got a first down on it. They got a first down. I think this is third down again. 3rd and 5 this time. Let's see what we do. All right. Let's see what we doing here. There's no dice. And what we're running, we're blitzing Thompson. And they're just playing man across the board. Everybody playing man. Jalen is playing like spy or short zone. And he just lets his eyes take him to the ball. Let's see what who's that at the top of the screen. I think that's Diggs at the top. Yeah. That is Brown at the bottom, inside leverage. Lewis in the slot, also inside leverage. Lewis on this play, I think he drew a flag, and again, this is how it happened, right? If somebody tries to break his leverage, or if he's, he's Velcro for a reason. He will grab you, man, right there, bang. He grabs. I think he got a flag. Yeah, he did get a flag on this play. Yep. Lewis drew a flag on this 3rd down. He gave up a first down. You can see where we were in though. Wilson is helping Diggs, or just no, actually, he just playing in the middle of the field. He ain't helping nobody. He ain't helping nobody. But yeah, that was all Lewis, man. That was Lewis. And let's see what they were doing up front. I'm going to do a whole pass rush video, so this video ain't really for that. But I'm going to break that down a little later because I actually got to cut some stuff up for that. Coverage is not really much to cut up unless I just feel like being cute with it. You don't really got to cut up coverage because you can it's self-explanatory. Like, you can see what they're doing. Yeah, but they blitzed. I think they blitzed Thompson like 5 times this game, like 5, 6 times, and they blitzed Wilson once or twice. They blitzed Parker once or twice. So he was coming with. They blitzed a corner. They blitzed Brown once. Yeah, they blitzed Brown once. Blitz Brown once. What are we doing on this play? Everybody's covered. If you stop right there, boom. Even though it's a screen pass, maybe they're not running full routes, but Ingram runs this post across the middle. He's sandwiched. He coned Brown coned Slayton to the outside, and I believe this is Worley coning Tate the same way. And when I say cone, I mean you'll see like this is a cone coverage where you take a guy, you take inside leverage, and you try to squeeze him down to the sideline to give a quarterback no room to throw the ball. If you stay perpendicular to the out of bounds marker, then you're giving space, right? So that's why they call it cone coverage, because you're trying to force them to continuously take this path of least resistance towards the out of bounds marker, right? And they're both doing that. They're both kind of guiding their guy to try to run away from them out of bounds. And young wide receivers have problems with this because they don't understand to hold. They have to hold that corner inside so that they have room later to slowly break outside. If they break outside too early or allow them to funnel them outside too early, by the time that quarterback gets through his break, there's nowhere to put the ball. And you'll see quarterbacks cursing wide receivers out for that. I saw Dez get in trouble for that a couple times with Romo, and Romo had to tell him, like, I'll tell you when to cut. yeah, he's cursing him out. But that's what you want a quarterback doing too. This was that illegal screen play, so it don't really count. But let's see what they were doing on it. Yeah, this is look at Alden. Oh, that's not Alden. That's Everson. Everson just takes 78 right into the quarterback. Yeah, that play didn't count because it was illegal. Whatever they was doing on the front end, I think they ran an illegal pick. Let's see what they're running on this play. Good. That was good. Worley. Yo, again, show me the film of Worley getting picked on, and I kick him off the team for you, man. I think that's Worley at the top of the screen on Slayton, and I don't think he got beat on anything other than one slant pattern this entire game. And everybody was lining up against Slayton, so it's not like it wasn't there, for him to get beat. He lined up on him enough. Let's watch Worley on this play. I like Worley, man. I can't say nothing about the boy. He's been putting up good film, and I've been watching this kind of film. This is how I watch him. Y'all watch him live. I see what he's doing right there. Like, it was nothing there. There was nothing there. It's only a comeback, right? It ain't like he ran some special shit, you know. That's because we got there too. But it's still nothing there. There's nothing anywhere. Like, what are you going to do on this play? Let's see what you got. What options they had on this play, if any. If this play were to work the way it was designed, let's see what's happening at the bottom of the screen. I don't know what they were trying to do here. Let's see. All right, you got Golden Tate in the slot. Golden Tate is comeback route. That comeback route might not have been there really, because like Brown didn't even bother covering it because he can see the backfield. He ain't bother covering that. So let's see what's happening in the middle of the field. You got Evan Ingram. So yeah, both of those guys covered pretty well at the bottom of the screen because they didn't even get any action. All right, Evans running that post again, and they didn't even bother. I don't know who's sticking him on this play. There's a zone in the middle of the field. Yeah. So they're bracketing him, both Woods, Thompson, um, Smith, and Wilson right here. Like they're all bracketing the middle of the field. So it's like man up on outside and then zone in the middle of the field. Seems like that's the way they wanted to attack Evan Ingram on this particular play. So if he'd have broke inside anywhere, he had Smith to deal with. If he came back, he had Thompson to deal with it. He was doing a comeback route. And if he broke deep left or right, he had Wilson or Woods to deal with, or both. So good play. They were forcing our corners to play man outside. And I said this about Nolan's scheme when I first saw him. I said his corners, your corner's gonna get opportunities because he mans them up outside and he tries to take away the middle of the field the way you see here. He tries to take away the middle of the field, and he's forcing a quarterback at this point to make errant for they have to make throws that are a little more difficult. You got to throw outside because there's the middle of the field is always going to be patrol, or it's going to be somebody coming at you like full speed zero blitzing. And we did a couple zero blitzes too, and I was happy to see those. We don't really do that at all. We don't do no zero coverages. We don't do it. We never did historically. We do it now. Look at the chaos. Let's watch chaos. This is chaos in motion right here. Boom. Everybody just flying around. Look at this. So first, let's watch. I'm gonna watch Alden first. My young boy. Let me see. I like to do that because my eyes will start naturally going somewhere else, and I don't want to do that. I want to pay attention. All right, so let's see what Alden and Crawford are doing here. Crawford breaks it aside. That was just one-on-one. Alden just went and just destroyed him. I thought they were stunting. Alden just going to kill 75. He's going to get right inside him. Boom. Pause. Got him. Quick. That was quick. So Everson is stunting with Crawford. Like I said, when Crawford's out there, especially on third downs, Crawford, I give him hell about the way he get blown off of running plays, but this is what he's for. Crawford, the reason all the team respects him because they know what he's doing, even though he's not the one getting these stats, because he doesn't mind not being the guy, right? He's not getting the stats on these plays, but he will happily open it up for you. Look at what he does on this play. He ain't trying to do shit on this play. Look at him. He's just taking 70. I'm gonna take 70, go across his face, and I'm gonna crash into your guard. Oh, that's your center. I'm sorry. So you're gonna take 70 and just crash in and try to create chaos in the middle of the field so Everson can scrape off the top of that play. And that's what he does there. See what I'm saying? And it destroys that play. Let's see what Lawrence is doing. He's over here. Boom. And I think Lawrence tries a spin move. Lawrence, he rushed pretty good from the right side this game too. He tries that spin. I mean, nice try. I ain't mad at it. Yeah, that forced him to kind of get the hell out of there because of how fast and explosive he was with it. He's like, all right, oh no, that was actually out, and that forced him out. But again, I don't mind it. I ain't mad at it. But those type of pressure is what's going to create turnovers for us on the outside moving forward. Because if a quarterback tries to stay in there and deliver a pass with that type of chaos going on around them, we already know how that's going to end. We know how that's going to end. All right, let me see what's going on here. Nice exchange. So they're playing. I don't know what the hell that is. That cover three. It looks like cover three. But the way I guess Parker just understands like there's nobody else to cover this guy, so he kind of mans up at the end of it. But it looks like cover three. But Parker kind of confused me because instead of Parker staying backside, like right here, instead of him staying backside and passing this man off, he mans up underneath, which is who's even. That's not even the same play. What the hell am I talking about? Here we go. This is the play here, right here. So yeah, he mans up. So instead of staying here, he mans up and just follows this drag route across the screen. Maybe that's just him instinctually doing it because it looks like uh yeah, it looks like cover three. But because of that play action, you really don't know. But good play by Parker, good instincts by staying with this guy because you see at the bottom of the screen, Worley's going to pass him off and get to his zone, which is deep. He right there, he tells them too. They're communicating. You see them communicating. I mean, like I'm counting it out like it's all special. But watch Woods. I mean, Worley right there. Worley points it out right about here. You're like, hey, that's you. Take him. See, is that Worley or is that? Yeah, it looks like Worley. It looks like Lewis too. I don't know, but it might be Worley. But he passes him off right here, and Parker hears it and says, "Oh, all right, I got you." Boom, takes him. So now all three of those guys are essentially on 18 if he goes deep. There's nothing else going. So Parker just takes this to the perimeter, and it's a incomplete pass because of smart headsy play by Parker, but mainly because of the pressure up front. So let's watch what they were doing up front to create that, and we'll see. Let's see what we're looking at. Neville Gallimore in there too, man. My young boy Nev. Look at D-Law. Come on, that's what we've been waiting for. That's what we've been waiting for, young boy. What you been doing? Thank you for coming back with your two bad knees. Look at him. He got both his knees wrapped up, looking like Bruce Smith out there. Him and him and Alden look like a throwback. He's just a big ogre. He an ogre ass boy. Yeah, that was just a bootleg. They were trying to catch. I think it was Denard. I don't know who that dude is. Number 18. They were trying to catch him on that drag route, and it was nothing there for him. Let's see what we doing on this play. That's a Joe Thomas play. Where we at? All right. I think we did this 3rd and 13 already. Now this looks to be cover three. Uh, yeah, this cover three. Look at Joe here. Even though this didn't go here, Joe always paying attention to how to cut off a route. There's nothing. It's just a little comeback route they got on Brown. I don't really count that against the corner because I don't care. You're going to get him underneath. Get him underneath. I'd rather you do that than beat him over the top any day. So Brown just gets slow out of the break a little bit. He got there, but good catch. Whoever the hell that was. Now watch Lewis and Tate. Lewis is taking outside leverage. So he's trying to force him into his help inside. And Joe and Lewis are doing like a little exchange, a coverage exchange. Even though they're not exchanging, Joe's gonna slide. He's gonna flatten out underneath this route right there. Boom. If it was a comeback route, Joe would have been there for it. He like kind of he's cheating over underneath that route, and he would have got himself something from that. I'm giving Joe his credit every time I see it because he don't get enough. You know what I mean? He's not a superstar, but he played like one. This was that play we were talking about against Lewis. All right. So let's see. Let's see what's happening at the bottom of the screen to give him this space. Jalen actually blitzing on the outside. You see where they got Jalen lined up. Let's watch Worley first because I know we already know what happens to Lewis on this play. It was good coverage though. Worley's all over that little fake slant. That wasn't even a route, so that don't really count. I'm not giving you credit for that. Let's watch Brown. Brown's right here in the slot as well, or up the seam. Let's see. Uh, Brown was trying to give him that little comeback. He wanted to come and hit him. Look at because he gave him so much space. He must not have any help. Does he have? He got help. Yeah, he just playing off him just I think to lay a boom because Brown can actually hit. But he was trying to force the ball short on that play, trying to force the ball into the middle of the field. They just all out blitzed on this play. Boom. Ooh. Look at I'll show that a little later. I like this little move right here. Let's watch Thompson. I know that's how you supposed to blitz. Look, he steps back, turns, boom, and then he going. He put his foot in the ground and just go. That takes center's eyes off of you or the lineman's eyes off you when you go to turn. They go and they engage in whoever they're blocking. They think you're not coming. And Jalen looks like he was coming. He actually so here's what they're doing. This is an option for Jalen. If this running back, if Lewis stays in, Jalen can come too. He breaks out, so Jalen just breaks out. But I like what they're doing when you put Jalen outside. This is what I was saying about simplifying it for him. It's just the fact that we got D-Law and these other guys that play outside, Alden as well. But as far as versatility outside, Alden's not even as versatile as Jalen would be outside because you're not going to ask Alden to cover out of the backfield or cover tight ends on a regular basis. You're not going to ask him to do that. You might ask him to disrupt one. You might ask him to drop in a zone, but Jalen can actually peel off the side and actually cover a guy out the backfield too. He'll cover your running backs. He'll cover your tight end. He'll even cover a wide receiver every once in a while, and he does that in this game a couple times. I'll show that later, but he does that every once in a while. But again, um, that's what they were doing. Like if he would have stayed in, Jalen could have went. If now that he releases, Jalen just covers him, and Thompson is blitzing. And now let's watch what happens on the actual play front side. All right, let's watch what Diggs is doing, and we can keep it moving. All right, let's see. I think this is gonna be a short pattern so they can open up. Yeah, they ain't even run it. I knew it. They ain't even run a route. They just wanted this much space. They wanted to single up. This is like an ISO play. They wanted to single up Lewis and give all this space. Remember that cone drill we was talking about? It's a lot harder to do when you're starting from all the way in here. You look at the split. All right. They were trying to get inside Lewis. Lewis is like stacked. Oh, he actually got outside leverage a little bit. He's trying to force this ball into Woods. That's where his help is. So he's shading the outside, but they're gonna do a good job of like let's see how his release is. I think they're gonna do a good job of breaking his leverage. No, he just ran straight through it, but it doesn't matter because he had so much space. It wasn't like Lewis did a bad job there. He just had so much space to work with. It was a tough route. He had no help out there on that hash mark, and they knew that pre-snap. So they beat him. It was good coverage though. I don't have a problem with the way Lewis played that. Let's watch Thompson coming in there. Boop. Well, he ain't hit him though. Yeah, that was inches, man. This is a game of inches. We talk about that all the time, but look at that. That's inches. Lewis is there. Maybe that's why Rashard was like, "Oh, he's a little too short," because it's a game of inches, and those inches actually counted on this play. Because Lewis could have knocked this down had he been just a little taller. My bad, bro. I ain't trying to come at you. I'm short too, Nick. But good play. Good play. I think that's a running play. Running play. There's a couple runs here. See what we doing. Chaos. Yeah, that was nothing. I don't like those goal line plays because it's not really a route there being run. There's no routes being run here. All right, I think we about covered out. Let me see what we got. Oh, this is a good one. This is what I was talking about with Jalen right here. So let's watch this. Jalen in coverage on this one. I like this play. This is one where I think they were trying to catch him inside or him and Joe inside. And because it looks like he got all this space in the middle of the field, somebody's going to break back out there unless they was just doing a zero here, right? Jalen's going to kind of float, and then he's going to pick up, I believe it's Tate. He's going to take Tate all the way up the field. Watch this. He wasn't running like this earlier in the season. He takes Tate all the way up the field. That was pretty damn good coverage. Pretty good coverage by Jalen. Pretty good coverage. And now, how many linebackers? I mean, you might see Fred Warner do it. You might see, Devontae David. I think that was his name from Tampa Bay. He's a good cover linebacker. But you don't see many dudes who can pass rush like Jalen. This is why I always was hype on Jalen, but he got to play like this every week. And again, a lot of people were saying in the comments on the last one, maybe it's because he was going up against Garrett. Maybe. Might be true. I ain't here to say it's wrong. Check that out. Right here. Boom. Jalen sees it and he just runs with him. Full acceleration, everything. Boom. Good. Good. You got let's see Diggs at the bottom of the screen. I think he gets beat on this comeback route, but let's just look at what he's doing. Diggs at the bottom of the screen, still communicating good. He takes outside leverage, so Woods is, I guess he's expecting Woods to be inside him. I don't know what he was doing there. He just hugged all the way up the field. You can't do that, bro. Can't do that. Did they break the pocket? Did he break the pocket? No. Yeah, you just can't do that, bro. Now he broke the pocket, but yeah, you can't do that. But he did it anyway. Anyway, he ran into his frame, so they ain't call it. I ain't mad at it. But this is what Woods does on this one. I mean, not Woods, Diggs. Yeah, he just hugs him. He hugged him, held on, and still got beat. He got pushed off on that play. It's all good, youngin. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happened here. So you got this little drag exchange. They didn't even look at that at the bottom of the screen, or at the, right near the line of scrimmage. You got this drag that's going on here. That's Joe and Lewis. Lewis knows he doesn't have anybody underneath him early, but he's playing. He playing up this. He played up the seam and then came back down late. There's Joe breaking across. He tries to get underneath that Tate route first. Then he follows the drag later. Yeah, let's see what Joe doing. So he's gonna try to get in that hot lane right here first, boom, and then he sees his drag comes back across, but he has Woods outside, so he ain't have to accelerate on that play. Woods was playing short zone too. All right, let's watch Worley. For those of you who don't like Worley, that's my man's. Let me see what Worley doing with this play. Look at Worley was deep man on this pattern match, so he had to wait. He had to be a little patient with it. He was deep man on this pattern match, so he's gonna wait for whoever breaks deep, and there we go. And he's right on it. All right, good coverage by Worley. Good coverage by everybody. They played pretty good on that play. Even I even say Diggs did all right. Let's watch what they did up front though, because I know it's some organized chaos going on. Remember, this isn't my pass rush video, so we're gonna do more. We're gonna get an extended look at the entire season so far, as far as pass rushing is concerned, because I want to see the difference between what they were doing prior to this week, because they changed some things. They didn't go 3-4 as much this game. They just let these guys be what they are. Look at Neville moving all that fat, man. Move that fat, move that weight, young boy. Look at that. This is like they normal. They like this pattern. Every time you see Alden get a sack, you'll see and give credit to D Law for this. D Law comes upfield every time, and he forces this quarterback up into the A. Right, he forces him up in the pocket. And Alden, instead of coming all the way around, that's what you'll see when Randy Gregory gets here. Though they used to do it this way, where he's crashing inside, but more on a slant. When Randy Gregory's here, he crashes inside and Randy is coming outside. So Randy will usually come all the way around and bring him right into Law. And that's where a lot of Law sacks was coming from. Not just Randy, but that's the way they were using Quinn, Randy, all of them. They would just come upfield and Law would crash this. But now they're trying to play everything into Alden, so they got Law doing it. Law, if he stays out here like a dummy, Law gonna get you. If you come inside, Alden's job is to stop here and get inside and flatten out. All right, let's watch. Stop, flatten out, come across. See, and on a few Alden sacks, you'll see that's exactly the same look. They do that every time. See, D Law will chase him up. Alden's supposed to flatten out. He got held on this play. That's why he didn't get a sack. Look right here, boom. That's a sack right there. He'd have had that. He would have had it. He would have had that. Yeah, they cheated his ass. They cheated his ass. Let's see what we doing here. It was good coverage across the board most of the day. All right, first let's start at the bottom of the screen because we know what's happening at the top. There's gonna be times of making a play. So let's start with Diggs. Come on, Diggs. Where we at with it? Right here. Boom. All right. Here we go. Diggs. Inside leverage. Boom. Got his leverage broken, but he was right there with it. Good way to turn your hips and get in on that. Let's watch Lewis. Outside leverage, forcing everything inside. And boom, he on that hip the whole time. He ain't lose no. It was no separation on that play as far as Lewis go. And then you got Woods. I gotta change the screen to see Woods. Let's see Woods. Woods has inside help, which is Wilson, and also Jalen. So Woods knows short. I'm not gonna bite on nothing because he got Jalen over here, and then deep. So Woods is playing Ingram short to deep. Like he's trying to funnel him into Jalen. If watch his upfield shoulder, and force him into Wilson. Okay, let's see. Here we go. That's exactly what he does. Perfect. I mean, perfect. All right, now let's watch Worley, who y'all like to beat up on. You know, Worley's playing outside leverage as well. So they're playing like a pyramid scheme. This is like a triangle defense right here. This is the triangle. So Woods and Worley are trying to funnel everything to Wilson and or Thompson on these plays. So they're trying to funnel everything short in here or deep to Wilson. Either way, but they don't want to let anybody get outside of them. That's where their weaknesses are on this play, and they don't because the routes don't call for it. Let's watch Worley. Worley, they're gonna try to break back out. Yeah, they did, and Worley actually covers it though. So he did break back outside on him. Darius Slayton. Let's watch how he covers that. Worley inside, boom, he turns his hips and gets going. Good. And let's watch Thompson on this play. I can watch Thompson better from here though. All right. Thompson just reading the quarterback and he's playing short. So let's see. Thompson watching that running back too. Let's see. He's watching it. Smack. He been smacking shit all day, man. Thompson, man, everybody heard me, man. He must have heard me because I said I ain't want his ass even on the field. And I said it. Yeah, I said it. But hey, you still got to go out and perform. I said it though. Smack. I'm gonna do something for y'all live because I like these. Right, let me see. Right about it. I gotta put that in there. I'm gonna do a live edit for y'all real quick just to show y'all what I like to do. Here, let's see again. Let's see if I did it right. He knocked the shit out of his ass. Let me see it again. Yeah, he knocked the shit out of him. That's it, man. I'm jump on a little later and do some pass rushing joints, and then I'm gonna put together breakdowns for the entire season too. But I gotta chop them up the way I did the Jalen piece. I didn't have time because I just got to the coach's film this morning, really like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'm on it. So talk to y'all in a minute. But I'm out. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all be disrespecting my like. Matter of fact, I'm going in here, man. I'm about to come in here real quick, see what y'all doing, cause y'all be disrespecting my likes, man. What's up with you? Let me see. Let me see how many likes I got. I got 60 likes. It's 135 of y'all on here. Stop playing, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Yo, what's up? What's up, Pootie? Pootie bang bang bang. Y'all names is the craziest. Y'all names the craziest. Yo, what's good? What's up, Rue? Uh-huh. What's up? Eric, man. Eric, man. You going, man. Eric G. I'm not giving you no more tick, Eric, because you disrespectful as fuck. Thanks, Kenneth. Let's see that Arizona. That Arizona game can be very, very embarrassing. Look at you. Are you a Cowboy fan, GM? What are you? What are you? I don't know. Y'all talk too much shit. Like y'all scared. I would never go to fight nobody with y'all because y'all be scared before we get there, man. Y'all scary as shit. I don't like scary shit. Now you might say we it's gonna be a tough game, but you like it might be very embarrassing. If you was in my corner and we about to go do something, I don't want you there, bro. I'm just telling you, I don't want you in the alley with me. And it's like, we got to make it out this alley because you already seem like you scared money, bro. Scared money don't make nothing. You gotta chill that out. You gotta chill that out, homie. Don't do that. Where you get this film from? Y'all all be like, y'all. There you go. Tell them. I'm not gonna tell you. Tell them. Y'all can tell them because it's all out there. I've been saying it for only 3 years. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Yeah, I saw how what's up, Rue? I saw how Heath ended that game, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. Howard Floyd, what's good? Howard Floyd, yes, I thank you for that $20. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm grinding, man. I don't got nothing else to do right now. I'm on it. I wanna just break shit down, man. Randy Gregory, I said he back versus Washington. That's good. Montana 808. What's good, man? I've been hollering at you on Twitter. I remember you. The U, what's good to you? Tyler Powell was good, man. He said, I'm at work. Keep this fire coming. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it coming, bro. You already know. I ain't gonna wait. Sage, man, what's up, Sage? That's it. Time for some Sykes. I ain't gonna talk about that on live, but Sage, my man, I fucks with you. Yeah, he's my conspiracy theory homie, man. We sit down and we rap on some other shit. Ask Modius. You don't even know what your name mean, or you do, or you do. Maybe you do know what your name mean. Ask Modius. Tell me what it means since you gave me $10. I appreciate it. Tell me where your name come from if you know. If you know. If you don't know, then you need to start calling yourself that. You start calling yourself that, you don't know where it come from, bro. For real. Yeah. I'll put you D though. I'm pretty sure you know though, because you don't see it. Nobody just names themselves no goddamn Asmodeus on purpose. I mean, by mistake. You don't do that. All right. Ah, that's where the word day come from. Days of the week from him. Deus. Deus is God. All right, a God. All right, I'm out, man. I'm jumping back on a little later though. I'm jumping back on a little later. Yep. He said the biggest difference is Chandler Jones isn't playing. That's actually good for us. Yeah, let's do that. But let me get the hell off here. I don't know how to do it now. What did I do? What did I do? YouTube. There we go. I'm still on. I know. I'm looking for my live feed because I left that screen. Mhm. Come on, man. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh, man. I can't find that fucking screen. There we go. Thanks, man. Good shit. I can see your comments lastly before I roll. That was Michael Sinclair. No, that wasn't Michael. Yes, it was 100. Good shit. Thank y'all. Peace. I'm out.